Hello, welcome to our video tutorial. In this video series, we're going to see how to write to a text file and how to read from a text file using Java libraries. And so it will be a two-part video series. The part will show you how to write data to a file, and in the second video, we'll see how to read from that file. Okay, so let's start creating our project. Swing, of course. File management. Finish. Okay, so we have our empty project here. Let's add a new form, a JFrame form. File manager class. This will give us an empty form. So our design will be text area, a big text area, of course, and two buttons. The first one is to save, and the other one is to read. Sorry. Okay. So any content we put in here, when I click this button, the content will be saved to a file, the predefined file that we will create now. And when I click this button, all the content will be displayed in this text, reading from that file. Okay, so we have completed our drawing, and now to complete the design, we have to provide the controls a proper name. So right click on the text area field, change variable name, txt. It's the whole content, so I'll call it txt content. Now let's go for buttons. The first one is btn save. The second one is btn, to be more precise, read. It will read from the file. So this one, save. Its text will be, for this one, read. Okay, so we have finished our design. Now we have to create a sample file that we like to manage. So let's go to documents and let's create a folder called Java training, and inside that folder we'll have a simple text file, text document called notes. So the file name will be notes.txt, and it's located in C users bracket documents Java training. Okay, now let's go for our code, and right click on save button, events. We'll need a mouse click event, so click on mouse click. So in here, what we are going to do now is we're going to create a file reader class, file writer class, sorry. And if you write the Word file writer exactly, then NetBeans will give us a suggestion to import file writer class from Java IO, of course. Now let's create a simple writer class, new file writer. Now file writer, there are multiple overloaded functions. We can simply use the third one, which only asks a string file name. String file name means it's explained briefly here. NetBeans will give us brief explanation about each function and each parameters. So for example, if you take this one, it will say it will take file and boolean append. So what does it mean? File means a file object to write to, and append means if true, then bytes will be written. So it's a brief description. Now what we are going to do is we don't need to append or anything. We tell the file right, so we are going to use this function. This function only requires the file name. So we'll tell it the file name. Where is the file name? Here in our project. So right click on the file. We can right click on the file, properties, and we can take the location from here. So this is the file location. Paste it here. See, automatically when I paste it, it will make the backslash double or twice. If you see it in the file properties, it's singular, but Java needs it to be double, so it automatically manages that. So the next one is, after Java training, we need the exact file name, and the file name is not.txt. So inside Java training, we have to make this one double to be persistent with it. Now not.txt. So this is the file. Now what NetBeans is saying is, let's click on this suggestion menu, and it's expect us to implement this code with a try catch, because we are trying to write to a file. So there could be many exceptions, unhandled exceptions, of course. So we need to include this file in a try catch block. So it will generate a try catch block. Now we can write our code in here. So file writer is created. Now if I want to write anything into this file, I have to create a buffered writer class, which will use the writer object being created above. So for the buffered writer 2, I have to import the class. So buffered writer class will be imported. First file writer, now buffered writer. So let's create a buffered writer object, new. Now for the buffer writer, the first one expects only the writer object. So the writer object will be the one being created here. So semicolon. Now we are ready to save. Now what is the content to be saved is to be, let's have that string content variable, then from txt content dot get text. So this will read everything from the txt content object and put it or assign it to the content variable, string variable, of course. Now all I need to do is using buffered writer dot write, and I'll give it the content. So this line will actually write the content of the data in the content variable to the specified file. Now buffered dot close. So this will make sure that all the memory reservations will be cleared. Okay, so after this, just to be transparent, we have to tell that the file is successfully saved. So option pane, let's include or let's import that dot show message dialog. This one is null, and the content is your note is saved. So this is the message. Let's see. Let's run our application and let's test. Okay, here is our application. This is my sample content to be saved in a file. Okay, then click save button. Your note is saved. Okay, now let's close our application and we can check the file. Let's open this in a notepad, and there you go. This is our file. So this way we can write anything we want into a file. So your note is saved, is a successful message. What if any failure occurred? Then in here we have to tell the user if any exception occurred, error occurred, please try again. So we have to be transparent. Okay, so let's save our project. So this is how we write content to a file. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to our channel for future videos, of course. So in the next video we'll see how to read from this file. Okay, thank you.